For ages, the most challenging aspect of studying abroad has been the visa process. And with all the new updates and changing policies, it's only getting harder to navigate. These visa changes are becoming trickier to deal with, which is exactly why we've put together this breakdown of the latest updates, new documentation requirements, and important details you need to know before applying through any visa portal. Visa rules used to be straightforward, but in 2024 and 2025, things shifted. Big changes in rules and intake caps have impacted the entire study abroad ecosystem. But if you're still unsure how to make sense of it all, stick around. We're going to walk you through the updates country by country, along with the documentation process and what's new this year. So, which countries are we covering in this video? First, Canada. Second, the UK. Third, the U.S.A, which has been making headlines since January 2025. And fourth, Germany and other European countries. Plus, we have included fast rising destinations like Japan and South Korea, which are quickly gaining popularity. You can also use the chapter below to navigate directly to the country you're interested in. And in case we missed any country you're considering, just check the link in the description. We've got detailed visa information and step-by-step resources there for you. Let's get started with Canada. Right now, Canada continues to be the top destination for Indian students. However, recent issues with employment availability and a national housing crunch have made many students rethink their plans. That said, Canada still offers a lot of value, but it's no longer a one-size-fits-all situation. The course you choose, the stream you're in, and the university you pick all matter more than ever. Not every field has strong job prospects anymore, so do your homework before deciding. If you've done your research and you're ready to apply, here's the biggest tip. Submit your visa application at least 6 to 7 months before your planned arrival. Processing delays are real, especially after the student direct stream was dismissed and timelines have stretched significantly. So why are redundant students going through these delays? The Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, has updated their internal review system, changing how student applications are triaged, but the backlog from previous years still hasn't cleared. If you are applying from high-volume countries like India, Nigeria or the Philippines, expect processing times of 2 to 4 months and longer during peak seasons like August and January. In 2025, a new requirement was introduced. The Provincial Attestation Letter, PAL, or Territorial Attestation Letter, TAL. Every student now needs to obtain one from their target province or territory before applying. Without it, your application won't even move forward. Also, financial documentation is now being checked more rigorously. It's no longer just about uploading a bank statement. Officers are verifying the source of funds, family background, and even your academic intent. They want to see that you're genuinely going to study, not just looking for a way to enter the country. In this stricter environment, one missing document or unclear answer can lead to a straight rejection. So make sure your pathway is solid, your documents are clean, and your motivation is clear. Don't hesitate during the interview or SOP. Speak honestly and confidently. If you're confused, don't stress. Use the GD Connect platform to talk to students who've already been through it. They'll share real-world insights and give you tips that can actually help your application stand out. Moving on to the next country, the UK. The UK system has been relatively stable, but it's not exactly quick. Visitor visas take around 3 to 6 weeks, and student or skilled worker visas typically take 4 to 5 weeks, depending on your location. As of January 2024, the UK has implemented new policies restricting dependence for international students. Now, unless you're enrolling in a PhD or a research-based program, you likely won't be able to bring your spouse or kids. This change has led to some confusion, and it's increased the volume of documentation required during the visa process. In terms of documents, the checklist hasn't changed too much. You still need your letter of acceptance, financial proof, flight itinerary, and accommodation details. But what's changed is the Interview style. Officers are getting stricter. Confidence matters a lot. Start with warm-up questions to ease into it and don't be robotic. If you can keep a calm and cheerful tone, your chances improve.
We've mentioned the official white paper on UK immigration discussion above, so you can understand the policy shifts in more detail. With this, let's move to what is currently the most controversial study abroad destination, the USA. Since early 2025, the US has been facing serious delays across all visa categories. In some countries, wait times for B1 and B2 visas have crossed 200 days. While F1 student visas are being prioritized, you'll only get an interview if you apply early and with all documents in perfect order. One of the biggest changes this year is the introduction of an AI-based document screening system by the US Department of State. It's designed to reduce fraud, but it's also resulted in more applications being flagged for administrative processing, which can cause delays of weeks or even months. And here's something many applicants don't realize. This screening tool scans your social media history. Yes, even deleted posts or liked content can be flagged. If there's anything that seems anti-government or suspicious, it can delay or deny your visa. This makes it more important than ever to clean up your online presence and keep everything transparent. If you're overwhelmed with all these changes, don't try to do it all alone. Use our consultant finder. It's completely free and connects you with top-rated consultants in India who specialize in US applications. They'll guide you from university applications to interview prep. This brings us to the Schengen zone, which includes 29 countries such as Germany, France, Spain, and Italy. As countries like the US, Canada, and Australia tighten rules or raise fees, more students are looking at Europe, especially for affordable education and post-study work options. But that rising demand is causing major bottlenecks. Germany is the biggest example. After launching the new Skilled Immigration Act, there has been a surge in blue card and work visa applications. But consulates haven't increased staff, so appointment slots are rare and delays are common. Processing is often delayed due to missing translations, incomplete financial documents, or unverified certifications. The same goes for France, Spain, and Italy. It's a region-wide issue now.
If you're applying to any European country, apply at least 4 to 6 months in advance. Get your documents professionally translated and certified. And if you can, start learning the local language to a basic level. It not only helps during the interview, but also helps your employment options once you arrive. And now, let's talk about the two countries trending heavily among Gen Z students, Japan and South Korea. Japan, which was initially just a tourist magnet, is now attracting more international students. Tourist visas take about 2 to 3 weeks, but student and long-term visas can take much longer, sometimes 4 to 6 weeks or more. Their system is still very manual and paperwork heavy. Physical submission is required for many visa types and digital options are still limited. Fun cultural note, Japan still prefers traditional Hanko stamps over biometric scans, so don't forget to carry yours, it might be required. Similarly, South Korea is rising in popularity for students and remote workers. The KTE makes short-term stays easier, but if you're applying for a D2 student visa or E7 work visa, you'll need to wait 4 to 8 weeks, depending on your country. Some embassies have started offering partial digital submissions, but rules vary. Be sure to check your local embassy's process before applying. That wraps up the list for now. If you want us to cover a specific country, leave a comment and we'll create a dedicated video, blog, or even a live session to guide you through the process. And if you are stuck at the financial part, then try GyanDhan Scholarship 2026. This is a merit-based scholarship available for Indian students who are either planning to study in India or abroad. Let's plan smart, research better, and prepare with clarity. If you're dreaming about studying abroad, make sure you build a roadmap that actually works. We've got more videos like this coming up. So like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.